Greetings and welcome to the PIXAR Journey. I'm Lord X and I love Pixar movies. And today we are breaking out of our normal little trend here of going in the movies in order. We went 1995 for Toy Story, then 1998 for A Bug Story, then 1999 for Toy Story 2, and now we have jumped way ahead to right now in 2020 for Disney Pixar's Onward, the newest movie out of the Pixar movies. And why is this? Well, because of the current world situation, Disney decided to release Onward on digital services, I think 2 weeks ago, and today they put it out on Disney Plus. And today being April 3rd, I don't know when you're going to hear this episode because I haven't even edited the Toy Story 2 episode yet and put that video out. So this will be sometime after that, maybe a few days. Anyways, for this one, I'm not going to go into any kind of specifics about the story because it is brand new and maybe some of you haven't watched it yet, so don't worry, there will be zero spoilers here. I'm just going to talk about in general terms. So Onward, what is Onward? Onward takes place in a fantasy world, kind of like, I guess that Netflix movie from a year or so ago now. Brink, the one with Will Smith with the orc cop with him. Type of world like that, where D&D fantasy type characters like elves and unicorns and goblins and fairies and pixies are all living in a world together, but it's like modern times going on. And the story focuses in on two elf brothers, Ian and Burley, who they get a magical wand passed down from their father, who has long passed away. Burley knew him when he was younger. Ian, unfortunately, did not know his father, was too young to remember him. And you see this in the trailers anyway. They get the magic wand. They try to bring their father back. The spell works halfway and kind of brings their father up to the waist end, and they go on a quest to find another gem in order to cast the magic spell to bring their father back to spend at least a day with him. And that's all I'm going to get into the main specific of the story. There's twists and turns, and in Pixar fashion, they kind of give you that, but in a different way, and the movie is more about the relationship between the two brothers than anything else, and it's really touching. It's really, really nice, and it got to me at the end. Like, you got me again, Pixar. I was tearing up by the end of this movie. It is so beautiful, such a lovely story, and yeah, and I'm just gonna go back to the D&D stuff here. Like, it's so good. Like, the way that they brought everything in here is, well, it's magical. It's really fun. You see, like, little things you might love from other fantasy type stuff. Like, well, Dungeons and Dragons, Forgotten Realms. Maybe there's an enemy or two that pops up that maybe really connected to those properties in very fun ways that they do. Unicorns that are basically raccoons, which I find hilarious in this. That was shown in like the trailers too, so that's not really spoiling anything. So yeah, great theme, great, beautiful story. Like I said, it had me emotional at the end. I was shedding a few tears. Pixar has a way of doing that, and I know during the normal movie watching in order, that's soon going to really get to me when I watch Up again. Haven't seen that movie in a long time, and I know that's going to make me cry a bit. But yeah, Onward. It's awesome. I highly recommend that you watch it. And we're going to wrap up this little episode here once again with the rankings. So where do I rank Onward now? Yes, this would have been better if I watched the rest of the movies first and then pop the new one in here along the way. But unfortunately, I really wanted to watch this one before anything really got spoiled around for me now that it's out on Disney Plus. So I had to watch it right away, and thus I'm ranking it in here. It's only the fourth movie that I've watched. But let's look at the rankings here. So far we have Toy Story 2 at number 1, Toy Story at number 2, and A Bug's Life at number 3. That's not confusing for those first two at all, trying to say those when doing the rankings. So, do I believe that Onward is a better movie than A Bug's Life? Yes. Yes, I do so. Automatically, Bug's Life getting moved down to number 4, Onward in at number 3. And I'm going to say as well, I'm trying not to account for, like, animation here. I did for the last couple, as they got better. But, yeah, the animation that Pixar has now is just phenomenal. It's incredible, and Onward is a beautiful looking movie as well. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to relate it more to the stories being told and how it connected with me. Toy Story, very special place in my heart. Like, those movies have always been some of my favorites when I think back to Pixar movies. We're definitely going to see that when we hit Toy Story 3. But is Onward a better movie than the original Toy Story? I'm going to say yes. Like, I have 3 older siblings, and all 3 brothers, mind you. And the story being told in Onward really hits a bit more home to me than even Toy Story does. So, yeah, I think I'm going to rank Onward better or higher than Toy Story. And then the question, is Onward a better movie than Toy Story 2? Like I mentioned in the last video, which technically isn't out yet by the time I'm recording this, but will be when this goes up, I really love Toy Story 2. I think it's a great movie. But after just watching Onward, like, do I want to rank Onward higher than Toy Story 2? Because I think there's going to be a lot more movies that I'm going to rank higher than Toy Story 2. Fuck, that story was so good, made me smiling. Normally when I'm watching movies at home, I get a bit distracted doing something else, but I was just hooked on Onward from start to finish. Maybe that is because it's newer than Toy Story 2. But yeah, this is a bit difficult one, because I know there's movies coming up that I like more than Toy Story 2. I really do. And those movies I think I'm going to like more than Onward. Or some of them I'm going to like less than Onward, actually. So yeah, I'm going to do it. New number 1. So yeah, the new rankings. Number 4, A Bug's Life. Number 3, Toy Story. Number 2, Toy Story 2. Number 1, Onward. And there we go. And folks, next time here in the rankings, I do believe we will be watching Monsters, Inc. So until then, I've been Lord X, you have been awesome, and thank you for joining me once again on the PIXAR Journey.